We have a wonderful day of racing today at Parx. 12 fast and furious races. A lot of stars are in town. Johnny V, Jose Ortiz. You have Sonny Leone. I don't know if he's a star anymore after, but you know, he had the Rich Strike. You got Luis Saez. You got Brad Cox. You got Todd Pletcher. I mean, I don't know what's going on at Parx today, but a lot of great racing with the Smarty Jones Stakes and a couple of others in there. So it should be a fun day at the track. Yesterday was not so fun. Terry gets DQ'd into a win. I get DQ'd out of probably a $200 trifecta. Yeah, what are you going to do? One of those days. But your best bet did come home first, so that's
it did, yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get the exacta. If I had used, I think it was your long shot with mine.
It was my second pick, the 8.
Okay, whatever pick it was, if I had used that, I would have had it. So, but you know, it's funny. I've been missing that exacta.
Yeah, that was the race where the 11 horse got disqualified, and I didn't think he should have got disqualified because it looked like the two took a bad turn around the. Looked like he crowded himself on the gate, but so be it. All right, so today free picks today, guaranteed tip sheet. I believe the free track of the day. Look at that, had a great day yesterday with 200, almost $250,000 in potential winnings. It just lit up every track yesterday, which is nice. Today, hopefully, we light up the free track. You can find it in the description. It is Fairmount Park. Hopefully we light that one up today for you. There's a link in the description on YouTube, as well as a link to a tip jar. If you like what we do, let us know. Get us a cup of coffee. When the show is over, we'll post all of our picks, comments, and our Benny and the bets right there. Click on that. There'll be a race replay with all of the races time-stamped in the description on YouTube. Hit that HRT gear button. Come on over here and get yourself a Horse Racing Today t-shirt or hat. All right, Terry, let's get ourselves going for race number 1. What looks like a very fun card today at Parx.
Yeah, it's a 6.5 furlongs claiming race, $15,000 claiming price, first $55,000 for 3-year-olds and upward.
And the profile of a 6.5 furlong winner. We saw a lot of those yesterday. Stalkers do great. 32% of the time they go wire to wire. A whole lot of horses went wire to wire yesterday, or at least were up front and finished it out. Inside horses do better than outside horses. We have our own smart sheets here. We do 1,000 simulations to look at a whole lot of data, Terry. And first thing we look at usually is who's going to get the lead.
Well, that 4 has the most speed, followed up by the 5. So if the 4 gets a good break, should get to that lead.
Speaking of which, if we look at the race shape here, most of these horses want to be middle back. So that should favor some speed in here, Terry. And if you look at horses that are likely to get races that match their best performances or be comfortable today, got a whole host of them with green.
That's right. If you take a look there, that 6 has a pretty high number at 88.54, followed up by the 7 horse, and then there's the 3 or 4 others that are right there close to 50%.
You got a whole lot of horses dropping in class. A trio moving up a little. These are designated horses that showed improvement in either the early, the middle, or the late part of the race for pace. And then fractions. You see right here, this 5 horse, U-Tide Gallop. The only horse to show better early pace and better fractions. We do 1,000 simulations too, Terry, to see which horses have a best chance to hit a par speed figure. Today being 86 or better. So who has the best chance today to score that kind of speed figure?
Well, they all have some chance, but if you take a look at that 2 and that 4, they have probably the best chance, according to the data, of doing that today.
The 2, last time out, last race speed figure, 6 points better than everybody else. Andrew Beyer says keep an eye out on that. A lot of winners in trifectas yesterday in either the simulation odd favorites, so you got the 2, 4, 11, and 5, or down here in the total pace. In this case, the 2, 11, 1, and 4. Who do you have?
All right, let's start out in this first race. I have the 2. Practical Coach enters this race in top form, winning 2 of the last 3. Holds the highest last speed rating. Is trained by a high percentage winning trainer, ridden by Paco Lopez. Number 1, Amazing Woo, is my second choice. Has shown remarkable consistency, placing in 9 of his last 10 starts, securing a victory in 4 of those events. In addition, recent 4 furlong workout on August 11th demonstrated he's in excellent condition and well prepared for this performance. And then 11, Ninja Prize continues to exhibit solid form, recording 2 wins from the last 4 races. He stands to gain from the combined experience of a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, further enhancing his prospects. And then I like the number 10, Forward Move. he has taken a class drop and it may affect his competitive position. He'll be guided by a trainer and jockey who have high win percentages. No bets for me here.
Yes, Practical Coach gets the first call from me. Top last race speed figure, top par plus. Better opportunity to improve in the second start after layoff. Forward move. That one is Jamie Ness, Mikel Sanchez. This one is a class and track dropper. Number 11, Ninja Prize. Last race was better than it looks with a little quicker fractions. And then finally, number 4, Stay Funny. Could be on the lead, is our simulation favorite. Much better early pace than last. And again, if you zoom through our shows on the YouTube channel, Horse Racing Radar, look up Craig Milkowski, and you'll see from Timeform US, he told us that when horses show best improvement in the first half mile of a race in pace, those horses tend to do very well the next time out. 50-cent trifecta, 2-4 box, 2-4, 10, and 11 for me in the opener as I put to work some of my Benny and the Bets budget, which is $100. Race 2 is the first of, I think, 3 or 4 pick 4s today. Terry, what are the conditions for the second?
It's a 7 furlong claiming race, $20,000 claiming price, $50,000 purse for fillies, 3-year-olds, or fillies and mares 4-year-olds and upwards, which have never won 3 races.
Yeah, we just have a couple of minutes before the opening race, so let's get through this quick. 7 furlongs, early speed, 39%. Get the lead, keep the lead. Rail gets the bonus. 2 and 3 is the best place. 4 and out is a discount, so inside posts are better than outside. Terry, in this case, we'll just talk about speed and jockeys and trainers, and then we'll go on to our picks.
Well, you can see that everybody has quite a bit of speed in here, so it's really anybody's guess who's going to get out of that gate and get there first.
As far as jockeys and trainers?
Well, you see the 4's got the best jockey, 3 best trainer, but I think the 3 is also the best jockey-trainer combination.
One quick note, the race shape here, most of the horses middle forward should favor or give an edge to a closer. That 7 horse, that is a 1.5 every 5 points equals 1 length. 1.5 length late speed advantage. Could be a good race for the 7, Terry. Who do you think it'll be the best race for?
I like the 9 Greyhound Station, consistently places in the money with 2 recent wins and a strong early speed, plus a top jockey. Lady Siraka, number 3, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and gains an edge with Paco Lopez aboard. Coco's Vivian, the 2, finished 3rd last out and matches the highest recent speed rating in this field. And then the 5, my Spring Sunshine, offers value at a runner-up finish and is trained by effective first off the claim trainer who wins 19% of the time doing that. I'm going to play the first Miami Vice Don Johnson pick 4, 3-9 with the 6-8 with the 1-3, 5, 6, 8, 10 with the 4, 6, 8, 10, $48 ticket.
Well, it doesn't look like we got a hustle here because they're still in the paddock. Is it raining there or something? Track is fast. They're still walking around inside the paddock. So I know we had some bad weather here. In any case, we'll keep an eye out on that. I have the 2 horse Coco's Vivian as my top selection. Simulation favorite by far, the best par plus horse, pace setter, and the biggest class dropper. 9 Greyhound Station. That one is the lone EP type. Top total pace in the money, 6 out of 7 races. Parx. Lady Sriracha, spicy horse right there, and the morning line favorite. Paco ran a little bit faster last out, but this horse has been only at the distance and at Parx. And you know when Paco gets a horse like he had yesterday on one, he just stood up halfway through the race. And then Maybelline, the 4 horse, usually comes off the bench ready to fire. Mikel Sanchez. 2 decent rides when he's been on this, and the only time this horse has won in the last 10. I'm going to do my 50-cent pick 4, 2, 3, and 9 with the 1, 6, and 8, with the 1, 3, 10, with the 4, 6, and 10, $40.50. And then I'm going to put $8 to win on Coco's Vivienne. I think we can probably get race 3, Terry, as they're going to do the post parade and all that right now. So what's the story with race number 3?
Okay, it's a mile, 70 yards. It's an optional claiming race, $50,000 claiming price. First for $52,000 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races other than a maiden claiming starter or state bred, or which have never won 3 races, or a claiming price of $50,000.
Yes, and to get home first, usually early speed is the best way to go about it. 3 out of 10 get the lead at the quarter-mile marker. They get the first call there, and they get the first call when they hit the finish line. Inside speed does better than outside speed in race number 3. We learned all about that yesterday, Terry. In this case, there is a fast one, but he's more in the middle to the outside than in the front.
Yeah, the 6 has almost 50%, which is way above everybody else. So if he gets a good break and the jockey makes the right decision, should get to that quarter pole first.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is there's not a true pilot in here. You got a couple co-pilots or pilot types. A 6 or 8 can take the front. 3 and 5 usually want to be in the pressure spot. PC types can really go anywhere on the track. 1 and 4 want to close. But interestingly, that 6, Terry, you come down here, look at that C-zone on that 6. We'll like being out to the front.
Yeah, he has the second best C-zone. Only one that beats him is the 2. So he really looks good with that C-zone number there. Both of those do.
He's also a yes horse with one of the top par plus numbers in there. Terry, who's got the best jockey trainer combination?
Well, it looks like the 1's the best jockey, 6 the best trainer, but the 1 has the best jockey trainer combination.
That 6 does look like it'll get the lead. Has a 10-point early pace, so about 2 lengths. As long as he doesn't run 20 and change and then 44 and change at the quarter-mile marker, could be all right in there. Top 4, 4, 1, 6, and 7. Terry, take it away. Who are your top picks in race 3?
I like the 8, Jean Marie. She has finished in the money in 5 of her last 6 starts, including 2 victories. She is conditioned by trainer with a high win percentage, notably achieving a 23% rate in allowance races at this class level. And then number 6, Burner Account, comes into this event following a recent win at Parx Racing. Early speed provides a tactical advantage, and she has consistently proven capable at this distance. Mia Tosca, the 1, is supported by both a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, draws the rail post, which is winning at a 19% rate. Sweet Laura, the 7, finished 3rd in her most recent race and will be ridden by a high percentage winning jockey. This could enhance her chances in this field. She's my long shot. No additional bets for me here.
Sir Don Johnson says, hit that like button. Indeed, it's free. If you're watching for the first time, kindly hit the subscribe button. Share our content with your friends. Let them know about us. And, of course, if you have any picks, comments, thoughts, keep them clean. Go ahead and let us know in the comment section. We appreciate and enjoy all the interactivity. I'm going to go with that 6 horse, Terry. He's got that really big early speed advantage, 2 lengths over everybody else. Strong C-zone, good chance to be better in the 3rd start after a layoff. Jean Marie's run at Parx 7 times, took home the top prize in 4 of them. Classic 3rd start after a layoff. And the only other time this horse made it 3 races in a row, that 3rd race was a big pop. See if you can repeat that pattern. Number 1, Mia Tosca. That's the 3rd choice. You got Mikel Sanchez. You got Jamie Ness. You always have to put that dynamic duo in your picks. Highly consistent performer on top of that with a strong workout. Should be ready for today. And then Eclair Blanc. That is our simulation favorite. You do have Paco Lopez. Did show better early pace, that Craig Milkowski angle again, and fractions to boot. Also our top total pace horse. $5 exacta key box, 6 with the 1, 4, and 8, since there really is no favorite in this race at all. Race 2, 2, 9, 11 in race 1 for the box for our good friend Don Johnson. I don't know what they're doing at Parx. Doesn't look like it's raining or anything over there. I do see shadows, so it looks like a nice day. They're just kind of screwing around, Terry. So while they hesitate, we'll race ahead. Well, I don't know that we're going to have time. They're going behind the gates right now. So let's just run through our picks real fast, Terry. Let's just talk about what the race is, and we'll try to make our picks and see if we can get it done.
Okay, well, the race is 1 mile and 70 yards, optional claim 50,000. It's the first 70,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races other than maiden claim starter or state bred, or which have never won 3 races or claiming price of 50,000.
Again, early speed, inside, outside, 30% go wire to wire. Race number 4, Terry, let's just talk about the speed, and then we'll talk about our picks.
Okay, well, as you can see here in the speed, that the 4 should get out. Excuse me, that the we're on race 4, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the 4 should get out there, and then it's really got pretty good speed compared to everybody else.
Then you got the 1 horse with a little bit of late speed in there, Terry. 4 horse does get a pretty solid C-zone. Real fast, run through your picks in race 4.
Okay, so in race 4, I like Number 3, Kohlers, has finished in the top position in 9 of his 10 previous starts, winning 5 of those during that period, holds the fastest speed among current contenders, and both trainer and jockey exhibit really strong records. And then number 1, Bostic Logic, finished 3rd in the most recent race and is partnered with the trainer and jockey, both of whom have very strong win rates. Pirate, the 10, is a runner-up as a favorite in the previous outing, but the trainer wins 31% of the races when bringing back a previously defeated favorite, and the jockey boasts an impressive win percentage. Warp 9 to 6 Longshot. He's a consistent performer, winning, hitting the board in local appearance on half of his starts, and he's at today's distance, he's been in the money 60% of the time. Play the second pick 4, 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10 with the 4, 10 with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the $42 ticket.
So quick, I got the 3 Kohlers in the money, 11 to 12 races, 7 to 8 and fast. PC type that should be forward. Boss Logic, Paco and Ness. Pirate, Sanchez and Ness. And then Warp Line, the 9, Javier Castellano. 2 wins at Parx. 1, 3, 10, 4, 6, 10, 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6. So go back to race number 1 right now. You have the 4 horse in the mix. Though the 1 horse, a long shot, trying to get involved in there. 5 horse, Yuletide Gallop, also involved, but does look like the 2 horse is going to take over. And then you have the 9 horse coming up to give everybody some chase. It's going to go 2 and then 9, bad to the bone. And then the 5 horse, and then the 1. 2, 9, 5, and 1 in the opener. And that's the way that first race goes. So we both had the first horse, and then the second place horse just came out of nowhere. All right, so we're through race number 4. Let's go through race number 5. 12 races today, Terry. Let's see, Private Ross joining us today. Thanks, Terry's Best Bet and a little ingenuity. I hit the 452. That's always good to do, right? Gotta like that. Right. Story goes like this. Starting today, I had $5 in my Twin Spire accounts. Want to play Silver City Kitty with Paco Lopez win in place. Boom. Exacta for our good friend Don Johnson to get started. That's why we want you to put your picks in there.
That's right.
So we're off to the 5th race, Terry. 12 to go today. So hopefully we can make it through a little bit quicker than we did yesterday. I think we're on a pace to do that. What's happening in race 5?
Well, in race 5, it's a 1-mile race, and it's 16,000 optional claiming race. First, 100,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won a race other than a maiden claiming starter or state bred, or which have never won 2 races, or a claiming price of $16,000.
So 1 trip around the track at Parx, 1 mile. What you're looking for, start and finish line is the same. You're looking for horses with early speed, 31%, I guess. In Philadelphia, that would be Wilbert Montgomery, go wire to wire. Inside 3, in this case, get a discount. 4 through 7, that's the best place to be in race number 5. And 8, now it's still fair. So look out on the inside. They could get pinched, Terry. Once again, we find a horse in here that should be out front with the Catch Me If You Can label.
Yeah, that 10 has lots and lots of speed, gets out of that gate good. It's going to go to the front there.
Yeah, he also has a 13-point early pace advantage. Doesn't look like he necessarily needs a lead, though, because he is an EP type down here. Pretty balanced race. Half want to be forward, half want to be middle. So really everybody should get a good trip. Terry, looks like the inside horses are the ones that are likely to have the trips that best match their best performances.
Yeah, the 1 through 6 all are way above 50% threshold we like to see. So they're going to be all very comfortable in this race.
Yes, only Miles of Smiles so far has hit par. In this case, you're looking at 89. However, we do see over here with the 10 horse, Kappa Kappa, was a maybe horse, came within 5 points last time out of hitting that speed figure. But with second race improvement, that horse could jump to as high as 97. That'll easily clear that hurdle in there. Terry, any value in this race?
Yeah, you take a look at the 3. He's got 6 to 1 to 12 to 1, and then that 10 that you were talking about, 2 to 1 to 5 to 1. In addition to that, the 10 has the best jockey trainer combination, I believe.
Yeah, also last race in its debut, 5-point speed figure edge over everybody else. Top total pace, 11 points over everybody else. If the horse has any improvement in round 2, which is where horses have a lot of improvement typically, anybody taking out that 10, Terry?
Well, I think maybe the 4 might do that. If you take a look here, that 4 Fugitive Star placed in their last 2 races, including 1 win and a second place finish. Both trainer and jockey have high win rates. Kappa Kappa, the 10, won debut race at Parx Racing. Trainer wins 19% of the with horses in the first route race. And jockey also has a strong record. Divine Grace, the 6th, seeking a 3rd consecutive win after taking her last 2 starts. Both top trainer and jockey, and a solid 4 furlong workout on August 10th. And then 8, So Fully Sue has placed in 4 of her last 5 races. She is trained by leading trainer and recently completed a nice 4 furlong workout on August 9th. No additional bets for me here.
Kappa Kappa, top last race speed figure in its debut, 5 points. That's another one of those Barry Meadows in his book. The top last race speed figure coming out of the maiden win. It's one of those angles that hits at 15% or more. It does have that top total pace, and any second race improvement could be tough with all that early speed for anybody to catch. Kappa Kappa. Number 4, Fugitive Star. You have Jose Ortiz. You got Brad Cox. What are they doing at Parx, Terry? Can't beat that combination. Number 6, Divine Grace. You got Jamie Ness. You got Frankie Pennington. Got a horse that's raced 11 times at Parx, took home the winner's check in 6 of those, and 3 of the 4 races at the distance. Miles of Smiles. It's the only yes horse in the race, so you got to have it with the Z pattern in its last race. In case you're new, the Z pattern looks like this. When you're looking at the pace from the last race, you see the horse ran 78, dipped in the middle, and then 88. So AZ, second wind. Exact the key box again for me. $5 using the 10 with the 3, the 4, and the 6. I think race 6 starts another pick 4, Terry. If I remember correctly, it does indeed. Right there we see that. So what are they running for to get it kicked off?
6.5 furlongs, optional claiming race of $100,000. Purse is $70,000 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. Allowance or optional claiming price of $100,000.
Yeah, and if you take a look at the profile of a winner for 6.5 furlongs, you're looking for horses that stalk. You don't want to necessarily be on the lead, though if you are, 32% of the time you'll stay there. But you want to be forward. Inside horses tend to do better than outside horses. So in the 6th race, do our smart sheets tell us, indeed, this is going to be a hot start?
It is. It's going to be really anybody's guess who gets out of there. Just the best break will do it, and if the horse feels like running. So we're not really sure who's going to get that quarter pole first.
Tough to tell. You can see the numbers are pretty similar over here on that side, too. Although the 6 might be the pace setter. It looks like it wants to be the E horse. So I think the 6, Pleasant Embrace, will find its way forward. Pretty balanced race, 3 forward, 4 in the back. So maybe a little edge to the early speed. Everybody moving up in class. You got the 1 and the 2, the only ones showing better pace and better fractions last time out. Terry, looks like some of those horses are considerable for the jockey trainer as well.
Yeah, there are. There's the 3 has the best jockey according to the data, but the 1 looks pretty good also, and then the 5 has the best trainer. But I think the best jockey trainer combination is either the 1 or the 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good combination. So far, nobody has hit par for this level, being 101. Woof, that's a high number right there, Terry. So no one's hit triple digits, although a few have come close in that mix for sure. This looks like a race that could be pretty wide open, my friend. So who do you think takes it?
Okay, well, in this race here, I like the number 2, Pachelbel, in the money in the last 9 starts with 4 wins. And she's an effective closer, a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Camelina, the 1 is undefeated at Parx Racing with 2 races. Class drops today, 20% win rate on the rail, and a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then Factor Bello, the 4 has won 2 races, drops in class today, has the best recent speed rating. And then number 5, Alana, come off of a win, had class drop, high percentage winning trainer and jockey, an impressive August 12th workout. And then so my 3rd pick for is the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. which shows you that I think it's wide open too, with the 1 single and then the 1, 2, 4, 5, 8 with the 7, 9, 10, $45 ticket.
So he says the 11th race, I'd play a 10-cent super crypto code of 7-8 since there were a lot of scratches. And then $1 combo equal to $1. So you ended up winning, what, $500, you said? What was interesting about that race, though, is I got DQ'd out of that 11. Which I think didn't cut off the 2. I think the 2 just took a bad route, and then the 11 just took the space that it made, and then they disqualified it. But anyway, that's water under the bridge. Today, Carmelina in race number 6 won 3 of 3 races at Parx, and it's dropping out of a grade 2. I think the only class dropper in the field. Number 5, Alani. I drink them every day. We don't get paid by them, but maybe we should. So I advertise it. Maybe if we became big streamers, they'd pay us $10,000 every time I take a sip. So we got to get to 1 million subscribers so I can get $10,000 per sip. So please hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you look at that August 12th workout at Parx, Terry, guy ran 4 furlongs in 46 seconds. You know what I call that?
Yeah, that's very, very fast.
Yes, very fast. Pleasant Embrace, that 6 horse. He's run at Parx 2 times. He's won them both. Both at the distance, he's won as well. And this one's got a good chance to be out front. And finally, the 4 horse Factor Bella is our simulation favorite, is our top Power Plus horse. And this horse seems to respond when Sonny Leone is riding. And Sonny Leone is riding today. But if his name was Rich Strike, then I definitely would bet on him. Or not, because I didn't when it was. 1, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 2, 4, 5, and 8, 7 and 9 makes up my Don Johnson pick 4 as we make our way to the second half of the card, starting in race number 7.
All right. So in race 7, it's 6.5 furlong. It's the state representative sprint, $75,000 purse for 4-year-olds and upward.
Yeah, so race 7 at 6.5 furlongs. You're looking for horses again that have some early speed. 32% get to the front, stay to the front, and win wire to wire. Inside horses do better than outside. Again, if you're new here, we do simulations, what we call smart sheets. Nobody else has this. So we take a look at a lot of data, and according to our data, Terry, who's got the best chance to be on the lead?
Well, the rail horse, the 1 horse, has got the best chance, got a really good chance with 47.2% chance.
Doesn't need to lead, though, because the race shape says he can pilot or co-pilot. Looks like the 3 is the one that might press forward in there, Terry. Most of your horses want to be middle forward. That could favor some horses coming off of the pace. Looks like the 5 and the 2 have by far the most late speed. Who's going to get the best trip in terms of seasonal?
Well, if you take a look there, it looks like the 7 has the highest number, followed up by the 2, and then the 3, then the 1.
Only 2 horses so far have hit par for this level. According to Brisnet, you need to hit 100 speed figure. That's a pretty high number, big hurdle to get over. Although you have a few that have come within a few points in here. Interestingly, Scaramouche, can you do the Fandango? In our 1,000 simulations, although it hasn't done it yet, has a good chance to do it today. Kind of odd, Terry.
It is odd. So it's got a 40% chance to do it today. And the only other horse that shows data that might do it is the 1.
Again, our top 4 total pace horses usually produces a little bit more than 7 out of 10 winners, although our simulation odds have been hot too, Terry. Those 2 columns right there, I'm pretty sure more often than not, you'll find your winner in one of those 2. We also tend to find a winner in Terry's best bets, which is coming up right now. And who is it and why?
Yeah, my best bet is Cherno. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, it's the
called
1.
Butcher the Namo.
Butcher the Reno.
Butcher the Namo.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. It has 4 wins in 5 starts at Parx, winning rail, and is a strong competitor. Strong trainer, has 20% win. And then also it has top jockey of Paco Lopez in a bullet workout on August 12th. And then 90% Maddie, the 5, has been in the money in the last 4 races, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Carmel Chip, the 2 has a strong trainer jockey combination, and he could improve on the dirt with blinkers added. Bullet workout on August 13th. Scaramouche, the 7, long shot, hit the board in 4 of his last 5. high percentage winning trainer jockey, and the early speed suits the shorter distance. I'm going to bet $40 to win on the 1, a $10 exacta 1 on top with a 2, 5, 7, and I'm going to box the 1, 2, 5 for $5. That's it.
Yes, indeed. If you're watching on X, do us a favor, hit the retweet button right now so other folks that are looking for content will find horse racing content with Terry and I for the remainder of this big card today at Parx. I like Bucciarino as well, Terry. That one, my friend. At Parx, 5 times, 4 of them in the winner's circle, 1/3, 2 for 2 at the distance. And its last Parx workout was 5 furlongs in 58 and 2. We call that.
Oh,
fast.
Yeah, very fast.
Yes, indeed. The 2-horse, is it caramel or caramel, Chip? Whatever it is. The only time this horse ran at Parx, it won. Has a couple of swift workouts getting prepped for this race today. Number 7, the Scaramouche. Can you do the Fandango? Well, the stars are out today. You got Johnny V, baby, running in the second start after a layoff with 3 really good workouts between races. Scaramouche should be ready to sing its song. And then Twisted Ride, the 3-horse, is the only other yes horse in the field with the 1. And if you take a look at that horse's back class, by far the most ability shown to date at Parx. Race 8, as we power our way through a 12-race card here today, Terry. We're going to be off tomorrow, but we will be back on Thursday for Saratoga. That'll be a good prep for the upcoming Travers Stakes this weekend. A big, $1.25 million race at Saratoga, the highlight of the summer car at the spa. We'll have a wagering guide over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. You want to make sure you catch that along the full smart sheets for that Saturday of racing at Saratoga. Free picks today there at Fairmount Park. And to get all of that, there's a link in the description on YouTube. Kindly use that so they know where you are coming from. We are going off to race number 8, another one of these $75,000 stakes races. Terry, how long is this one?
It's a mile. It's a Mayor's Smile Stakes, and it's the purse $75,000 for 4-year-olds and upwards.
Yep, in a mile. Again, 1 trip around the track. We talked about that before. If you make that trip around the track, in this case, you're looking at early speed again, but the inside 3, they got to fight it a little bit. 4 through 7 gets a bonus. 8 and out, they play fairly fair. So in the race number 8, Terry, we're looking for some Buffalo girls on the outside. It looks like the speed is middle in. 1 horse outside maybe my challenge.
Yeah, maybe. The 5's kind of in the middle, but, they're all pretty close in their numbers here. So it's another one of those anyone's guess rates, I think.
Yeah, well, a lot of ways you might want to guess, too, is they all have hit par. They can all do it again. Got a couple horses in here that showed 5-way improvement with Tuskegee Airmen. A little bit of early pace, better fractions for Ben Dog. Most of these horses dropping in class except for the 5 and the 7. Although the 7, one of those horses has the best jockey in there. Which one is that, Terry?
It's the 5 because Tuskegee Airmen and the best jock trainer. So he's got the best combination.
A lot of horses should find this race comfortable as none of them really want to go forward. So the 5-horse is a closer, Terry, with the most early speed. That is absolute what we call left arrow. Although the horse with the biggest in-race advantage is the 8-horse. Awfully cool 6-point late speed edge. You got almost these things are upside down between total pace and simulation odds. So they're at odds with each other, Terry. Are we at odds? No, we're not at odds at all on who's going to win.
Well, I like the 8 awfully cool. The contender has shown a strong performance at Parx Racing, consistently finishing in the money in all of his appearances here and securing victory 64% of the time. He likes this distance and have placed 78% of the time at today's distance, winning 56% of those. Far more power, the 4 in these last 3 outings. Has finished in the money every time with 2 victories among them. He holds the highest speed figure at today's distance and possesses the fastest speed among today's entrants. Yeah. Anyway, number 2, Ben Dog, has 8 top 3 finishes from his last 10 starts, including 3 wins. And he has connections of both jockey and trainer that are distinguished by their high winning percentages. Big Boy's answer, the 1 is a long shot. This horse has claimed 5 wins from the last 10 starts, benefits from a trainer with a strong win ratio, and demonstrates an aptitude for today's distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I'm going to start two with Off Fully Cool. Has the biggest in-race advantage in the race. Not too far off the pace either with that 6-point late speed edge. So I think he sits in a nice striking position and then just tries to roll on by. If not, Ben Dog. That one is a track and class dropper. Very consistent horse and has by far the best season, meaning this race could really shape up nicely for Ben Dog. Far More Power has Far More Paco today. Better early pace in its last race. And if he pairs up that early pace with his, at times, top-tier late pace, Far More Power could be tough to beat. And then Tuskegee Airman, that is that horse that could be out front there, Terry, with Jamie Ness and Mikel Sanchez. Room for more out of this horse in the second start after a layoff. I don't have any bets either anymore. Race 9 will make a bet. That will be the last of the pick fours today, Terry. I think it's the last of the, well, no, there will be a couple stakes races. I don't think the last one's not a stakes race either. So we are two non-stakes races. In the middle of that sandwich are stakes races. What's this first non-stakes race about?
It's a mile and 70 yards, optional claiming, $16,000 claiming price, purchase $100,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards, which have never won a race other than a maiden claim starter or state bred, or which have never won 2 races, or a claiming price of $16,000.
Yeah, and again, what we're looking for is speed, particularly inside speed is the best way to get the job done at a mile and 70 yards. So let's take a look and see if we have anybody that matches that profile in the 9th. Any inside speed here, Terry?
Well, let's take a look and see if we do. We have the 10, which is an outside horse, has all the speed. So there really isn't any inside speed in this race. So
yeah, no, 9, 10, and 11, yes. Right. So all the speeds on the outside. Those 3 have also hit par along with the 5 and the 3. Meaning they've already shown that they can hit a speed figure of 93 in this spot, Terry. And who's got the best chance to do it again today?
We'll take a look at that 9 horse. The 9 has the best chance, 43.5% chance. Everybody else is pretty low other than the 7.
Yes, Dr. Kraft. The only horse to drop in class here is Double Your Money. Hey, bet that guy at 3-2, and you will double your money in there, Terry. He looks like he wants to be out front all by himself. Everybody middle back. That tends to favor speed, Terry, although the comfort zone number not so hot for the 9. Maybe a few others might like the way this one sets up better.
Yeah, the 4 has a really good number in here, followed up by that 11. So,
yeah, 3 in that mix too. Real Men Violin. Terry, do you violin?
No, I don't. I used to play the accordion and the trombone, but that's it.
But you don't violin, huh? So
No.
I guess we're not real men in that case. The 7 horse, Dr. Kraft, does have a 5-point last race speed figure edge. That one also showed some better fractions last time out, along with Lost and Confused, which is probably the name of the show, really. Top 4 total pace horses are those outside horses, the 9, the 7, the 11, the 10. Terry, who's going to win race number 9?
I like Double Your Money. The 9 placed in his last 10 starts and had 2 ends, third. And was third in his last race. He's got a strong trainer and jockey stats. Dylan's Ruby is 10, third against similar company last time, and the trainer wins 23% of the allowance races that he has a horse running in, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. Then I like the 7, Dr. Kraft. Won his last race, has a top trainer and jockey, and he has a highest last speed rating. And then number 4, Prince of Chill, closed for second in last race. Speed rating improved over the last 3 outings. And then I'm going to play the last Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4, 7, 9, 10 with the 2, 3, 4, 7 with the 1, 9, 10 with the 5, 10, $36 ticket.
I'm going to roll with the 9 horse, Double Your Money too at the top of my ticket, although I probably should flip it around, but it is a simulation favorite, a big simulation favorite, top total pace. And the only horse in the field that's making a move down in class. Dr. Kraft, on the other hand, is the top last race speed figure. He is a track dropper as well, coming in from a higher tier track and did run better fractions last time out. Dylan's Ruby, the 10 horse, could be out front. And speed was the way yesterday. Maybe it'll be the way today. Usually in these race days like today, where it's a hot card, when we had Matt Carruthers, he told us point blank, they soup up the tracks for speed on days like today. And then Magnificent Mile, the 11 horse. You got Jamie Ness with a less known jockey, Martin Schuan. But maybe you better mark that down in your what to watch files, because when these two team up, Terry, they win at 46%. And it's not like they won, 4 out of 11 races or something like that. It's like in 35 races. So they've definitely proven to be a tough duo to beat. Probably should put that in my pick 4, but you got to make choices. 7, 9, 10, 3, 7, 2, 5, 8, 9, 1. That should be 1, 5, 6, and 10. I should put those things in the proper order. I didn't, but I think you get the point. 1, 5, 6, and 10. Yeah. So anyway, that marks the last pick 4. We got 4 minutes to race number 2, Terry. So we should make it through race number 10. That is the first of the stakes races today. And what are the stakes for race number 10?
Well, it's a 1/16. It's the Smarty Jones Stakes, first 200,000 for 3-year-olds.
Yes, indeed. Smarty Jones, a Pennsylvania Triple Crown horse, right, Terry? He didn't win the Triple Crown, but he won. Did he win the Triple Crown? I don't think so. Did he?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't remember. Wasn't into horse racing back then. At a 1/16, yeah, I hadn't become a degenerate yet, so I was still a good boy. The see no, hear no, do no monkey at that time. So at a 1/16, early speed again. This time though, outside speed does better than inside speed, Terry. So funny. If we need outside speed, we get inside speed. If we need inside speed, we get outside speed. In this case, we need outside speed, and we get
an inside horse. The 3 and the 2 both have really good figures, especially that 3. So the 3 should get to that quarter pole first.
And those 2 should be really in a good spot because they want to be on the front. They'll be up on the front. Everybody else wants to be middle back. Although, Terry, you got these lone PC type, the lone EP types. They're extremely dangerous. Might be more so dangerous today considering the C zone on that 6 is way off the charts.
Yeah, look at that 6, 93.5%. It's going to be very comfortable running in this race, followed up by the 4 and then the 3.
Yeah, the 6 horse also better pace, better fractions. The 3 horse is the only one that's taking a dip in class in here. Terry, top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else. Also tops our total pace. Does not top our jockey trainer combo, though.
No, it's the 5 that has the best jockey and the 7 the best trainer, but I think the 7's also the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, we see the 3, 4, 5, and 6 are your top simulation odds. And the 2, 3, 4, and 6 with the 5 dropping out are your top total pace horses. Terry, who's your top set of horses?
Well, in this race here, I like Tip Top Thomas. He is the 3. He has 3 wins and 5 career starts. Horse drops in class today as managed by a trainer and jockey with high win rates. Fact, the 2 finished 3rd against similar competition in the previous race, is supported by a trainer and jockey known for winning percentages that are high. Recorded a 4 furlong bullet workout on August 12th, and then the 7 Light Forever. 3 wins in the last 4 starts, has a trainer wins 35% in non-graded stakes races, and a jockey and then a bullet 4 furlong workout August 13th, and then the 4 is my long shot at won 1 race out of the last 3 starts, has a high percentage winning trainer and a jockey with a strong win record. That's it.
Tip Top Thomas, top last race, speed figure 7 points. Only class dropper coming off a grade 3 win and has 4 nice workouts since. I hope I get 2 to 1. The 7 Light Forever. This horse has run twice at Parx, won them both. Has 2 nice workouts in between races, getting ready to make a 3 for 3, perhaps. A number next up for me is the 6 horse Analog Jones. A little bit of a long shot in there, but by far the best C zone in the race, and he's on a hot streak, coming off of 2 W's back to back. And then Hypnus, the 4 horse. Plenty of back class, and its workouts suggest we might see some of that back class today. I'm going to spend the rest of my dollars, a $4 double with the 3 over the 1, 2, 5, 8, and 9 theory. That's race number 10. Race number 2. We still have a little bit of time. They're walking around. Let's see if we can make our way through the last stakes race of the day before they start running race number 2.
Okay, so this race here is the excuse me. Let's see, I'm Got to get there. It's a mile and 70 yards. It's the Catherine Sophia Stakes, purse 200,000 for fillies 3-year-olds.
Yeah, and a mile 70. You're looking for early speed, 30% on the lead. Inside does better than outside. Are we finally going to get a match in race number 11 where the speed's on the, sort of on the inside?
Yeah, it's the 5 has got the most speed, but there's three other ones that are pretty close to that. So just another guess here.
Yeah, a couple things about the 5. It's a top last race speed figure. 5 points better than everybody else. That's got to be a cryptic code if I've ever seen one. It's also the top total pace horse, 5 points better than everybody else. It's also your top C-zone. Is that 5 points better than everybody else? If it was, I was going to just fall out of my chair. You have over here a big time bias towards the horses that'll be forward. The 5 is a left arrow horse, Terry. Is anybody going to take out that long shot 5?
Well, I think in this race it's going to be the 10, Brown Sugar. 2 consecutive wins, aiming for a third. Strong trainer jockey stats. Then the 1, Sweet Serapine. Recent Aqueduct winner. Trainer wins 35% of the non-graded stakes. Rail Post win 19% rate. The 9 undefeated in 2 career starts. Latest win at Oaklawn Park. Top trainer and jockey. Good workout August 13th. Pretty sassy. 2 wins from her last 3 races. High percentage winning trainer of the 3. That's it.
Real quick for me, the tailspin, I'm taking that 5 with all those numbers that we saw. Decadent, tons of upside. Just the 3rd start for the 9. Track dropper, fast works. 8. 5 aside, Big Pop in the only 2nd start after layoff, has its best published workout between starts. And then Table Flirt, blowout win in its last, a trio of nice work. So no, I don't think it's necessarily an over its head. Private Ross 99. Race number 2 is off and running, and we got the 5 horse. On the lead, My Spring Sunshine. To its outside, the 9 horse in there. Greyhound Station. So down along the rail, the 2 horse. Making its way up and making its way pretty easily towards the front right now. I think he has overtaken the favorite status. He's now in the lead, just ahead of the 5 horse by 8 nose. The 9 horse going to have a tough trip, it looks like, 4 wide. That's a tough place to be, kind of tailing off a little bit. I think right now, just looking at this race, it's just going to be how much does this 2 horse win by? Because he's kind of running easily up on the front, creating a lot of separation. Really nobody making a big advancement on that horse. I think it would have to almost stop. Although the 3 horse right now is making an effort to get to that horse. Down along the rail, we do see the 4 horse and the 7 horse. The jockey has not even asked the 2 to run yet. He's just wrangling the reins. He's going to win. The question is by how much? It'll be enough to make it an easy win. So the 2 horse coming home the winner in back-to-back starts, then the 7. So 2 and 7 might be the worst hand in all of poker. Then the 4 came in 3rd. But if you bet the 2-7 exacta today, it was the best hand to play. And that one went off at 1-2. So if I had known that, Terry, I definitely would not have bet any money on that horse to win. And you don't know that before the fact, right?
No, but at least you got your pick 4 going, so that's good.
Yeah, well, I should have just singled that boy in the pick 4. And you get a 1-2, boy, you better have a lot of stuff on the back end that hits at a price, because every ticket has that 2 horse. That's for sure.
And I want to answer Private Ross for me on the Table Flirt. I don't think it's in too deep today, but I do think that's a very competitive race. And that if that horse wins, you'll have pretty good odds with that horse.
Yes. And before we move on to the final race of the day, again, tomorrow, unfortunately, Terry and I both, in a rare case, have something to do, so we won't be here tomorrow. But we'll be back Thursday. That will be for Saratoga. As I said, we'll be getting prepped and ready for the Whitney. There will be a wagering guide over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet, along with some free picks a little bit later on today at Fairmount Park here in Illinois. I think one of 2 tracks left, it and Hawthorne. I know they're putting a lot of money down at Fairmount Park. Some guys with some cash have tried to put that place together. So if you're in Illinois, that might be the place to support. Make sure when the show is over, you head on over to horseracingtoday.net. We will post our picks along with our Benny and the Bets thoughts in the YouTube description. We will also timestamp every race. You'll find a link for the Smart Sheets today, as well as an explanation on how to use them in a tip jar. Terry and I both like some caffeine in the morning. I'll take an Alani. Terry will take a coffee. Hit us up in the tip jar so we can have that caffeine and be live and ready for you. Or you can head over to the HRT gear right there. Get yourself a T-shirt or a hat. To make sure you don't miss the show on Thursday or 4 and Friday, if we put a 4 and Friday on again, my schedule might make it tough for me this week. But to make sure you don't miss anything we do, Terry, what's the best route?
Well, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy to do. It doesn't cost any money. And if you're watching this, you should subscribe. It's the only, least you can do. And then hit the little bell so it notifies you about all the different programs, including 4 and Fridays that come up. They do a really good job on that 4 and Fridays, and they pick a lot of good high-priced horses. And then go ahead and copy the link down below, share it with everybody you know so they can go ahead and take a look at us. And then go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And then keep these pics and comments coming. They really help us out, and we love to see them. And congratulations on that first race. That was, excuse me, exact trifecta that was won by who was that? That was Don Johnson. Yeah, Don Johnson. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if we can close out with the win. Race 12, the last of a dozen today in Bensalem, PA. And what are the final conditions according to the conditions book for this one?
It's a 6.5 furlongs optional claiming race, $16,000 claiming price, $100,000 purse for 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won a race other than a maiden claiming starter or state bred, or which have never won 2 races, or claiming price of $16,000.
Yes, and 6.5 furlongs. It'll be like the 3rd or 4th time. A lot of horses that get to the front stay in the front. In fact, 32%. Inside is better than outside. All day we've been searching for a horse on the inside with inside speed, and all day we've been finding something else.
That's right. You take a look here. We're going to show you that the 9, which is really kind of in the middle of the pack, it's really not outside or inside. It has the most speed, but followed up by the 6, who is kind of in this inside too. So
you have a couple of horses in here, 4 of them, that have hit par. The 5, the 6, the 10, and the 12 have already shown that they can run a speed figure of 92. A couple of others in that mix, Terry. A few in here with a strong chance, according to our simulations, to do it again, but one stands out.
Yeah, that 6, if you take a look at that 6, he's got a 50.2% chance of equaling or exceeding the speed par race for today's race.
Yes, you got the only class dropper in here is Tunisian Springs. That one's dropping in class. A lot of others coming up. Take a look at the race shape. Most of these horses want to be middle forward. If that's the case, it could favor some horses coming off the pace. That would be the 12th horse, Terry, about a 1 length late speed edge over everybody else. Also, should be comfortable coming off the pace there, according to our comfort zone index. But who's likely to be more comfortable?
Well, the 10 and the 11 has a little bit better numbers, so they're going to be very comfortable in here. And then, of course, the 5 has some good numbers too.
The 6 horse last time out ran the speed figure 3 points better than everybody else. Also has a 5-point total pace advantage. So if you add early pace and late pace, the 6 wins by a length. Terry, what do you think the final race will look like?
Well, I like the 10. Mr. Lincoln finished in the money in 6 of his last 7 races, including 4 wins. Trainer Jockey have a high win percentage, and he recorded a bullet workout on August 10th. And then to the 5 horse, the trainer and the jockey have a high percent winnage percentage, and his dirt speed is fast among today's starters. He completed a bullet workout on August 11th. Then the 6 horse that you're talking about is my 3rd choice, Tapped in Formation. Won 4 races out of his last 7 starts, including 1 recent victory. The trainer and jockey has a high percentage winning record. And then the 8 Mission First is my long shot, placed 2nd in both starts at Parx Racing. Trainer and jockey also have a high win percentage. No additional bets as I'm out of money.
The 6 horse for me, Tap in Formation. That's the one we'll start with. The end. Did read that top last race speed figure. So Andrew Buyer Angle, simulation favorite. We like that. Best par plus number. I like that. Top total pace plus 5. I like that. Those are my boxes. They're all checked. Number 5, Tunisian Springs track dropper, Terry. The only class dropper, Terry. And you can't ignore that Parx workout. 4 furlongs and 46 and 2. We call that
fast.
Very fast, yes, indeed. Number 1, Uncaptured Star. The last time this horse ran at this level, 2 races ago, won by 6 lengths. So maybe it's the right condition book for Uncaptured Star. And then the 10 or the 12 was a tough call for me, but I went with the 10. Mr. Lincoln, how can you ever bet against Mr. Lincoln? Better early pace in his last race, has a strong bullet workout since, and Mikel Sanchez stayed on this horse instead of what horse did he get off of? I don't remember which one he got off of now, Terry, because I switched my picks around at the end a little bit. So Mikel Sanchez, did he ride the 12 horse in that last race last time too? I remember I was looking at that, and that was one of my deciding factors. Yes, indeed. He got off the 12 horse. So that's why I went with the 10 over the 12, because the jockey went with the 10 over the 12. Maybe I read too much into that. No final picks for me either, although those horses are in my pick 4. Take a look at our full picks for the day so far today, Terry. So far, the 2 horse has been your winner in both races. So just put the 2 all the way down, and you'll have a fantastic day. We've seen many people in those horse racing tournaments do just that and come home winners. We see that this is the way we see the rest of the card, Terry and I. Looking over here at our bets, starting in race number 3, I do have a $5 exacta key box with the 6, the 1, the 4, and 8. Race 4 is another pick 4, Don Johnson style. Thank you, Don. Race 5, another exacta key box. Race 6, another pick 4. Race 7, Terry's best bet of the day. Race 8, we take a break. Race 9, we go back to pick 4s. Race 10, we have a double and no other bets because we both blew our Benny in the bets budget. Once again, today, free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. That's going to be Fairmount Park. Make sure you go over there. Get ready for the big weekend for the Travers. I know I'll be working on that wagering guide. We'll also have the smart sheets for all of the races at Saratoga this Saturday, provided, of course, they race. I know there's some bad weather coming that way thanks to a hurricane. And then when the show is over, just a couple of minutes right there, our picks will come up for today along with our Benny and the bets. Again, we will timestamp every race in the YouTube description. If you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, follow us on X or YouTube, wherever it is that you're watching. Let your friends know about us and support the show with a tip in the tip jar or an HRT. Right there, hit that gear button, get yourself a hat, a T-shirt, or a barbecue apron, whatever it is that you like. Any final thoughts from you, Terry, before we take a unusual day off on Hump Day, but we'll be back on Thursday. Between now and then, any advice?
Well, let me just say, first of all, hi to Jose, who joined the broadcast here. And other than that, I want you to be safe with this hurricane coming towards the East Coast. Be safe and follow what is the advice you're given by the officials. Mm-hmm. And also give your loved ones a hug and a kiss. You never know what's going to happen. Hey, I'll see you on Thursday at Saratoga.
Yes, run like hell if that's what they tell you to do out there on that East Coast. But at very minimum, make sure you get your rain gear ready and your buckets just in case you got to unload some of those unfortunately flooded basements. That's horrible. In any case, folks, no matter what you're doing, if you're prepping for some bad weather, you're outside today in a hammock with a nice drink in your hand, just chilling, or you got a hard day of work in front of you, we certainly hope that no matter what your day's endeavor is, it includes God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing you do until we get back together on Thursday ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, make it a blessed couple days. We'll see you then.